This is Snow White, a new beginning, planning a wedding. With just one kiss, Snow White awoke. The prince lifted her atop his horse, and together they journeyed towards his castle. Turning back, Snow White blew a kiss to her beloved friends, the 7 dwarfs. As they arrived at the castle, the royal gates opened wide. "Welcome home! Long live the prince!" shouted the people. The prince smiled and introduced Snow White as his wife-to-be. "How do you do?" she said. The prince's staff didn't waste a moment. They bustled all around Snow White. "You'll need a dress, and a royal wedding carriage, and a cake." "Why don't you start with your dress?" the prince called. "I'm off to find you a ring." At the royal dressmaker's, a seamstress advised, "The dress should be white, of course, and have a very long train," said the dressmaker. "She'll be queen someday, after all." Snow White didn't know what to say. She wasn't sure she wanted to wear a fancy dress or have a fancy cake or carriage. When the prince and Snow White met in the afternoon, he had a surprise for her. "Planning this wedding is hard work," he said, "and I can't find the perfect ring, so I brought in some best helpers I know." There stood the 7 dwarfs, all of Snow White's forest friends, with them. "Oh, why didn't I see it before?" she said. "It's simple. I'm marrying my true love. This wedding should be simple too." "And sweet," said Happy. Everyone agreed and was ready to work. The next day, as Sneezy, Doc and Sleepy helped Snow White redesign her wedding dress, Dopey and Happy helped the prince mine the perfect diamond. Later, Snow White talked with the royal chef. "Of course your idea for a white cake is lovely, but if you don't mind, how about adding some berries?" she asked. "It'll be a little bit more like one of them pies," said Grumpy. When the wedding day arrived, Snow White's forest friends helped her to get dressed. The royal dressmaker was surprised by the new gown, but he couldn't stop smiling. It was just right for this bride. Snow White joined her 7 friends. "Snappy, happy times," said Doc. "Why, thank you," said Doc. "Why, thank you, Doc, but I could use some company," said Snow White. "Would you be all willing to walk with me?" As the birds whistled a song, the 7 dwarfs did their best to walk their beloved Snow White down the aisle to her prince. After the prince and Snow White exchanged vows, he gave her a sparkling diamond ring. Carved into the band was a floral pattern. "Oh, it's adorable," said Snow White. At the wedding reception, even Grumpy smiled along with the royal chef as the couple took a bite of their delicious wedding cake. At the day's end, Snow White and the prince rode off, very much in love. Their wedding day had been simple and sweet, and their future was simple too. They'd live happily ever after.